Well, good morning, folks, and happy Thanksgiving to you all. Today, I'm going to be working on a short piece of barbed wire fencing. It's a short stretch, a temporary fence, if you will. I want to show you why we need it, and then I'm going to also show you a really cute and creative drawing that was computer generated and sent to me from a very sweet lady who has an amazing mind to be able to take things she's seen in videos and sketch it all out and print it out. And anyway, really neat stuff I want to show you. And I think it will help give you a better idea of how everything's going to look once we get it all, kind of pieced together. Now, I also want to talk to you about the fencing in the front pasture, being that we're going to have the RV here. And we don't really want the animals, the cows especially, walking up and rubbing up against the RV, walking over the septic and other things. So join me today. Let me show you around a little bit and talk about things we haven't talked about yet. And then we're gonna get busy on some fencing. So let's start with what we already know. So the fencing along the side back pasture where Toby and friends hang out is complete. This fencing's done, and that's great. It's all solid. We ain't gonna have any of our cows getting over here, and none of those guys are gonna come on this side. We are good up to this point, all right? Now, we're not concerned about the back property or the side property because there's no animals over there. It's thick woods. But this is where our attention lies today. Guys, we've already known that this little short fencing here, that's about 3.5 foot tall, is not going to work for our longhorns. They will step right over that. So what we have to do is replace that for sure. We're going to demolish that and replace it, but I don't want to do it in the same place. I would rather work myself up this fence line further with some more solid corner posts like we have the double H here. But there's a lot of things that have to go into all of that, and I'll talk about those things as we walk around a little bit. But what I'm going to do today is come over to this spot right over here. I kind of used my boot and made a mark in the ground. Looky here. And I'm going to put me a post, maybe just one post. I'm going to cement it into the ground, and I'm going to run me a wire from our H brace over there, our double H, to this one post. And it doesn't even have to be an H because it's only a very short stretch of wire. You're not going to pull it with a tractor. I'll pull it with a hammer to make it tight. We're going to come to this spot right over here. And from here, we're going to go straight over to where my pulse toe diggers are at. I'm not sure my camera is not focusing right. Let me stop this part of my video and start over. Now, what you may not know, I think I've talked about it before. Guys, there's a septic tank right there. There's a septic tank in the ground right here. And the top of that is made of fiberglass. What we don't want to have are our cows walking over the top of that because the weight of the cow would absolutely crush that fiberglass and the cow could fall in and even die. A lot of you guys know that my dad lost a cow that way. Up on Tina's old property, where her house used to be before Harvey, there was a septic tank that my dad never thought it would collapse. And with a couple of cows walking across it, it did one day, and the cow ended up falling in and dying there. So we're going to put our fence post right over here, probably a single fence post, and run to this spot I just showed you. My camera is, why is my camera doing that to me? And then from there, we'll go to our post. That will allow the cows to come up as far as here, but not walk across my septic tank. This is a temporary fence. This is not going to stay forever, and I'll talk more about that once we get our post in the ground. I would rather use my auger to dig. It's a lot easier. But the poster diggers have an advantage to them. They have a measure on there that will show you how deep you're at. And right now I am at 24 inches, which is 2 foot and deep enough for these posts to go. So in case you're wondering why there's a septic tank here, don't forget that the former owners had a spot in here with a working toilet. Now, of course, we don't have our water turned on yet. We're waiting for the holidays for them to come by and get our water on. But that would be pretty neat to have a working toilet here, if in case you need one. This might just be my OCD in overdrive, but it doesn't matter how remote or how hidden your post is. It's still important to me that it's straight. I could not sleep at night if it weren't. Seriously, I'm not making that up, y'all. I'm weird. I'm like so messed up. I am so messed up. All right, I got the post set and I run me a string line so you can sort of see where that fence is going to be if you just kind of follow the pink line. So what it allows me over on this side, I still have my DMZ, whereas my cows can't rub noses with the other cows on their pasture. It will connect from there to this corner post and then to there, a little short stretch. That fence will all come down, and so my cows will have access into this part of the pasture. And don't forget, I haven't done it yet, but all of this fencing will come down, all this stuff over here, so the cows can also walk inside the barn. And they'll be able to do that from both sides. All of this mess will come out of here. All part of demolition. And then we'll figure out what we're gonna do on this side when we get there. Well, this is a great sign. You know what this means, right? This means that we can now bring cows. Y'all, we got water. That means we can now bring up some cows.
Don't let your troubles fester. Come watch Longhorn Lester.
Yeah, something like that.